Hello my dear friends and family, I am your tutor. We have been seeing how to do conversation in English. In my last class I have told you don't worry so much about that you don't know about how to do conversation in English, because I have told you a lot of a reason why conversating in English is so difficult. Okay, so even though I told some reasons, but we are in urge to learn how to conversate in English, especially in this very bad corona situation, because before the corona situation, interview and meeting, we will do it one to one. Okay, if you are not unable to do conversation English, means you can do a simple action and make the opponent people to get understand. Okay, but in this corona situation, the everything is made virtually. Okay, meaning for virtually, that is we are doing everything in online. We are doing work from home, and nowadays the interviews are doing through online, and meetings are we are proceeding through the online. So we are now under the very tough compulsion of to do conversation in English. So no other way, so no other alternative way to do such a kind of action to make the opponent person to get understand what you are coming to say. Okay, so even though I told you the reason, don't worry, but we have to take a step to conversate in English. Okay, okay, I've told you what is the important and what is our current situation, what is the need, why I'm taking a conversation of English. I've told everything. Okay, so on this good note, we are going back to our board. Today we are going to see about another common question. Okay, so I don't know about other country people, especially in Indian people always used to love talk to the person, isn't it? We even though we were very fully in the mobile, even, but still there are many people love to speak one to one directly. So many of them will avoid talking in mobile phones, isn't it? Especially the Indians loves to talk very much. I think you will agree on a good point. Okay, even though if your opponent person is not so much know about him, or the opponent person is very new to you, anyhow the people always they want to talk to each other. Okay, we all love to talk, isn't it? Okay, so if it is in your mother tongue, there is no need to teach about if a person you are meeting a new person, means what are the things you want to talk and how to do conversation. I no need to teach those things. Okay, but in case if a person in India, there are a lot of mother tongue is there, isn't it? Okay, each and every state having their own language, isn't it? So even though we are Indians, for example, I'm from a Tamil Nadu, for example you are from Kerala, means we don't know each other language even though we are Indians. So there is a common language, English. Okay, so we love to talk each other. Okay, so for example, if you are sitting in the train, just imagine what I'm saying. If you are sitting in a train, okay, the neighbor is a person who is from Kerala and sitting near to you. You want to travel along with him for 2 to 3 days. Definitely you need some conversation or something you want to share with him, or we cannot sit simply browsing of mobiles each and every minute. We can't do that. We have to talk with the other person. So in this situation, what are the questions and what are the small talk we can do it? Let's see what is that. Okay, so these are some common question you can ask to your unknown person or a known person, but these are common question you can ask to the known person, or you can ask to the unknown person. Very basic question. Let's see what is the questions. First question, what do you do for a living? Okay, what do you do for a living means it is exactly the question of where you working. Okay, we always used to ask a person after their name, isn't it? After the name we will always use to ask about their work. well, we are very curious about where they're working. Okay, so the first question is, what do you do for a living? Okay, you can ask. If somebody asks you the same question to you, where do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? If somebody asks you to you, then what will be the answer? So only I'm bringing the question with the answer also, don't worry. This is the answer. If somebody asking to you, what do you do for a living? So I'm just reading the sentence, but while you're conversating in English, you should not do like a reading, what I did. You should not do. You should conversate. Okay, you should do conversation. For example, what do you do for a living? You want to do like this. Okay, so if somebody asking the same question to you, then your answer will be, I work at a restaurant, I work at a bank, I work in a software company, I work in a so and so company. Okay, so these are the appropriate and a very simple answer for this question. Okay, so in case you are a professional, like for example, you are a doctor or you are an engineer, if you are in a lawyer, if you are in a professional worker, you can say, you can introduce yourself, I'm a dentist, okay, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. You can introduce like this. Okay, and the next question is, what is your name? We will definitely ask this question, isn't it? So what is your name? If you don't hear the name properly, what was that again? Okay, that is means if you don't hear the name, for example, if you are asking what is your name, if you are not getting the person name very clearly, means what you are going to ask you, what will you do? Can you come again? You will ask you, okay, I can't hear you. Please, can you tell me one more time? He will tell you. Okay, so you don't need to do these much of a big line for a very small thing. Okay, for instance, you can say, what was that again? Okay, what is, I can't, no, you just telling them, I doesn't hear it properly. What was that again? Okay, or excuse me. No, I'm sorry. You can include the word sorry also. Sorry, excuse me. It means sorry, I've not listened carefully. Can you come up with again? Can you tell your name again? This is a meaning. Sorry, excuse me. Or you can say pardon me. Pardon me means it's a, can you come again one more time? What your name? So this is a meaning. Okay, so these are the very basic two questions. If you have met the person, known person or unknown person, if you need to do some conversation with other person, this is a very two basic question. What do you do for a living? And your answer also here, I work at a restaurant, I work at a bank, I work in a software company. Or if you want to mention your company name, you can mention your company name here. Okay, so if you are a professional worker, you can say I am a dentist or I am an engineer. You can say it like that. Okay, and the second question is a very common question and everybody knows the question, but why I included here means, if you are not hear the name properly, means what you will say. Okay, if you are not hear the opponent name properly, or you're just no, you carelessly or missed, means what basis you will ask the name again, means this is a proper method. What was that again? Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, so I'm just reading as a sentence, but while you are doing a conversation, you need to do a conversation. You should not read the sentence like this. Okay, so to do the conversation, it's need a perfect practice for at least 1 to 2 days. If you do practice, it definitely you can conversate in English like a English people. Okay, let's see what is the other situation.